Hey, what's up, Ember Shores fam? Welcome back to How to Survive Ember Shores with your host, Lillian. Today is episode 7, and we are going to be talking all about food, restaurants, beverages throughout all of the Barcelo Maya resort towers today. Now, I have never been to the Barcelo, so I cannot guarantee that my information is 100% correct, but I have been doing my research through a couple of videos of other people's reviews of the resort complex, as well as looking at the website's informational guides. So the first thing is each of the different packages for Ember Shores has different abilities, I guess is the best way you can say. So I'm going to pull out my iPad because I need my notes with me. So there are the 6 different towers. Technically with us, there's only 4 of the towers that are being like advertised because 2 sets of the center towers are like combined in the Ember Shores resort towers. So just be aware of that. We have the 6 different towers. The Barcelo Maya Palace, which is at the far left of the resort. The Barcelo Maya Tropical, then the Maya Colonial, we have the Maya Caribe, the Maya Beach, and then the Maya Riviera all adults only portion. If you have not seen the map, this is the map of the full-on complex. This is also up on their Ember Shores website, so you can look at that as well. But just so you know, those are the different towers of the resort. Now, with your packages, your food and drink is going to be all-inclusive, like I've said in previous videos. The guests who are staying at the all-inclusive adults only main Riviera Tower can eat, access, drink all across all 6 of the towers. So that is like the most all-inclusive, the most bang for your buck. That's why those rooms are more expensive, and that is also where all of the activities, the stages for Ember Shores are also going to be at. So that is one of the reasons why there's a ton of people on the Facebook group and other people who are trying to still get spots and places into that tower. It's because that's where all of the action is going to be. Now, if you're staying at the Maya Grand, the Caribe, and the beach, you can eat and drink everywhere except for the Riviera All-Inclusive and the Palace, which are the 2 ones on the end, okay? You can pretty much eat anywhere in the middle if you are staying at the Grand, Caribe, and Beach. I believe, yeah. But if you're staying at the Palace, you can eat at all 4 of those, all 4 of those except for the all adults only main Riviera Tower. So just kind of clarifying that for y'all. Now, with that being said, with you only being able to eat and drink at your certain towers for the pool sets, I believe it said pool sets, during the pool stage, so if you're staying at any of those other resorts towers, you can drink at the main Riviera Tower during the beach sets. Specifically, I'm not 100% sure about the late night sets or the beach sets. I would assume that there's going to be some sort of like special bar for them, but that's me assuming. I have no idea. We'll see how it goes. So there is that. Now, before I continue talking about food, because I'm a huge foodie, I know that this complex is very spread apart. It's across 6 different towers, and I know people are a little worried about being able to get from one tower to another in quick time. You can walk the beach. There's a pathway that runs all the way across the entire complex. You can also walk through the resort. There are pathways that pretty much interconnect all of the different towers. But there is also a shuttle service that the Barcelo has that goes through all of the different towers that runs every 15 minutes or so. So those are your options for getting around if you don't want to walk, or if you're just tired at the end of the night, you can go ahead and take those shuttles back to your different towers. Now, back to food things, because I'm a foodie and I know we're all really excited to try out all of the different food things at the Barcelo. So I want to go over with my notes that I have from my Discord chat. One of the members in there was so gracious to find the welcome packet for the Barcelo that gives a breakdown of the different restaurants that they have, the buffets, the a la carte restaurants that they have, as well as the hours. So, and it also has all of the activities that they provide on resorts. So thank you so much for posting that in my Discord. If you are not a part of the Discord, make sure you click the link below to join that Discord. In this Discord, you're going to get all of the most up-to-date exclusive information that I don't post everywhere. It's where you can ask me questions personally. You can talk to other millennials. I do have some group chats of like voice chat channels and video channels that you can go into, and yeah, come hang out in the Discord. The link is only active for like a week or so for some reason, so if the link does not work, make sure you comment and I'll go ahead and post the new invite link on your comment. So back to our notes of the different restaurants on property. So each of the towers has their own buffet for breakfast and lunch. It does look like all of the towers except for the Barcelo Maya Riviera have a buffet for dinner. Now, that could be different for Ember Shores. There might be, there honestly probably will be. I'm just guessing, okay? I'm making an educated guess that there will probably be a buffet for the dinner service at the adults resort. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. Do not quote me on that, okay? For all of my adult Riviera Tower people, myself included, you can go eat at the other buffets at any of the other towers. So if you don't want to make a reservation at one of the a la carte restaurants, that is an option for you. Now, I'm going to try and focus because the ADHD is raging today, as you know. And we're just going to read down this list and hopefully it makes sense to you. So, at the other towers, not the adults, okay, we're going to talk about the adults only, Maya Riviera Tower, like the main tower, we're going to talk about that last, okay? So, in the other towers, we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner available at the buffet. Each of those towers have their own buffet, and I believe that one of them does have two of those buffets. I don't remember which one, and of course it's not in my notes here, so that's okay. Now, there is also a la carte restaurants that you can make reservations once you're at the resort. You are going to have to go to guest services to be able to make your reservations for those a la carte restaurants. I'm not sure if you're able to make multiple of those reservations throughout your stay there if you are not premium or have a premium room. So just be aware of that. You might only be able to make one reservation at those a la cartes, or you can pay extra to be able to get access to more than one reservation. That could be different for the festival. I have no idea. I'm just going off of the information of what it's like to visit the resort on regular non-festival times, okay? So, with that being said, there are several a la carte restaurants that you can go to for dinner. There is the, oh goodness, I'm gonna butcher these names, but I'm gonna try. Most of these a la carte restaurants are open from 1800 to 2200, which I believe is 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock p.m. I think that's right. Military time is really hard for me. That's fine. But the Caribe has sorry, the Maya Palace has the Rodizio, the Brazier, and the Caribe. The Colonial has the Marinstrom, Kyoto. The Tropical has Capri and Santa Fe. The Barcelo Maya Beach has Mexico Lindo. The Barcelo Maya Caribe has La Fuente. And the Maya Mall has La Trattoria and Tokyo. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but there are several a la carte restaurants all across the property. Oh my goodness. Pardon me. Excuse me. Yes, I'm just a human. Thanks for watching through my unedited video, because I don't have time to edit this before Ember Shores, and I just want to get out all of the information to you guys. So thanks for dealing. Anyways, there are also snack bars at the Palace, Colonial, Tropical, Beach, and Caribe. That's open from 10:30 a.m. until 6:30 p.m. These are like the lunch grill areas that you can go to that are along poolside, from my understanding. In addition to that, they also have a 24/7 sports bar at the Strikers Sports Bar and Bowling Center at the Maya Mall. That one is supposedly 24/7, so hopefully they have that available while we're at Ember Shores. Now, the bowling alley is a pay per play, from my understanding. It's relatively affordable per game, but don't quote me on those prices because I don't actually know. It could also be included. I don't know. I have no idea because I've never been, and the video that I did watch was from about a year ago, so that information may be updated at this point. In addition to the 24-hour Striker Sports Bar and Bowling Center at the Maya Mall, there is also a light breakfast buffet from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. There's also a buffet service from 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. and snacks being served from 3 to 5 a.m. I'm not really sure what that means, but I'm going to just show you guys. It's this note right here, okay? I will also make a link to this. It is also in my Discord, so you can go ahead and find it there, but you can go ahead and read through this as well. So, yeah, I'm not really sure what those ones mean, but yeah, anyways. There are plenty of bars all around the resorts. If you're staying at one of the other towers that is not the main Maya Riviera adults only tower, the other resorts do not have bar server drink people. You will have to actually go up to the bar to be able to go get your drinks. If you are staying at one of those on like non-pool party times. So there is that. However, since we are all going to be partying at the main Barcelo Maya Riviera adults only tower, we all are able to drink during the pool stage, for sure. I don't know about the other ones. I apologize. The information is not clear. And so we're going to talk about food for there. If you are staying at the main tower, which is the Maya Riviera, it'll say that on your reservation. If you're staying there, you can eat anywhere. You can drink anywhere. That is the reason why those packages are a little bit more expensive than the other ones. So that is why, if you're wondering. But at the Maya Riviera Tower, you can have breakfast. It's a buffet breakfast from 7 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. And then they have a lunch service from 10:30 a.m. until 6 p.m. So that is available all day long, which is fantastic. Now, with the a la carte options, the a la carte restaurant options at the Maya Riviera, you have the Sapporo, which is open from 7:30 until 10. There is Sapporo is Japanese. La Dolce Vita is Italian, and that is open from 6 p.m. until 10 p.m. We have Agave, which is Mexican, also open from 6 to 10 p.m. And then we have La Comide, which is French, and that is open also from 6 to 10 p.m. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at pronouncing things sometimes. Bear with me, I'm only human. But yeah, something to note about the a la carte restaurants. I don't know if it's going to be the same for Ember Shores. However, I know that there are going to be normies staying at the other towers, not the adults tower that we're having all of the Ember Shores stuff at. At all of the other towers, there may be some normies that are still on property. So just be aware of that. So the rules will probably still be in effect for the a la carte restaurants. But for those restaurants specifically, apparently the guys have to be wearing pants. Okay, I did make a comment in my Discord where you did not actually have to wear pants. I was mistaken. For those sit-down a la carte restaurants for the dinner services, you do need to be wearing pants for the guys, like long pants all the way to your ankle pants. Okay, so if you are planning on going to any of those restaurants, bring a pair of pants. If you don't have a pair of pants, apparently they have like lender pants, but they're ugly. So just be aware of that. For the ladies, I do not believe that you have to wear pants. I think you just have to be in like some sort of cute clothing. No matter what restaurant that you go to, whether it's a buffet, the snack bar, grill, or the a la carte restaurants, you have to be wearing shoes. You have to be wearing shoes. You have to be wearing some sort of cover up, shirt, top sort of thing. Otherwise, they're going to tell you go put on clothes. It's a health reason. This is pretty standard for any resort that you may go to. So yeah, just make sure you have the correct attire, shoes, pants for the guys for the a la carte restaurants, and cover-ups, tops, shirts, skirts, shorts, something or another for the gals. And if you're somewhere in between, just wear clothes. When in doubt, bring pants. Bring pants that go all the way down to your ankles. All right? So, there you go. That's what I've got for the different food things. It does look like there are lots of different options throughout the day for all of the different towers, and we'll see what ends up happening. From the different reviews that I've seen, the buffets have been fairly widespread, so there's always something for you that you'll probably like there. It may not be the best quality. Some people have said like it's the best buffet I've had, and some people have said it's the worst buffet. So it really just depends. So just know that there will be options for you. I do know that somebody on the Facebook group had a concern about gluten-free options and gluten-free cross-contamination. So she did email the resort as well as Ember Shores, and basically they told her to show the letter to be able to go up to goodness, what are words? So for gluten-free options, when you go to the restaurant, make sure you let them know when you're seated. For their specific scenario, they said show them this letter to let them know that you're gluten sensitive, and they will make accommodations for that. So that's fantastic to know about all of these things. Other than that, I think that's all that I have to say for food. Make sure you tip your waiters. Make sure you tip your bartenders, your servers, all those good stuff, okay? I will have another video talking about the tips pricing that I've always gone by and how much you should bring, but that's going to be a different video. And the last thing that I wanted to talk about is the special guest, okay? I have no idea who it is. Let me start that off. This trifecta jersey is not in any sort of a hint. This is just who I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that ends up being the special guest. I would also be super stoked if it was Grizz. Baby Blue, also known as Annika Wells, and I believe her boyfriend or her partner. I would love to see them at Ember Shores too. I could also be down for Skybreak. That would be dope too. I would love to see Ray Volpe, but I know he's on tour during that time, so I don't think we're gonna get him. But any of those other artists would be absolutely incredible to see at Ember Shores. I have seen Trifecta before at Ember Shores. I have met him at Ember Shores. He's a fantastic dude. Sam, you're so wholesome. I hope you're at Ember Shores this year. I'm fingers crossing because your new song that just came out is I love it, and it's been on repeat. So yeah, if you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much. Leave a comment down below telling me who your guess is for the special guest, and also tell me who your favorite artist is that you're excited to see at Ember Shores, or what set. Mine specifically has to be William Black's Shadow Realm set. I'm so stoked for that. I've been having that album on repeat since it came out, and I can't stop listening to it. So I'm super stoked to see that. I'm actually super spoiled and super excited to see it at Give Thanks first, and then see it at Ember Shores hopefully as well. So like, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Anyways, thanks for listening, everybody. I hope to see you all next time, and I will see you all later. Bye, everyone.